Violent night. Deadly night. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Hi again, everyone. Scott Pyre, pop cult fan here, and in this video, I am going to be reviewing the newest action comedy kind of horror movie that just came out. It came out last Friday, like about a week ago, but I finally saw it. I actually saw it with my mom yesterday in the theaters, pretty early in the morning, actually. So, and the movie is still pretty fresh in my mind. I am ready to do this review, and wow, like this definitely is an entertaining film from beginning to end. I will definitely say that about this movie. It was a lot of fun, and for those of you that are, love to watch movies at this time of year that's a little bit more edgy, that's definitely for you. Yes, this movie is very, very violent. Hence the title of the name of the movie. But the premise, there's the real Santa Claus, played by David Harbour of Stranger Things fame. Yes, Hopper from Stranger Things, and also he was in the Black Widow movie as Red Guardian, and he's been getting out there as an actor. He's a great actor, and I loved him as Santa Claus in this movie. He was kind of a broken down Santa Claus who's just, very, not Santa Claus in a way. And it's really interesting what they do with his character throughout the film, and what he has to do. It's rather interesting because he's very broken down emotionally, and he, at the beginning of the film, is drinking in a bar. So there's that. And what's interesting about the story of this movie is that we're also following this rich family, and the little girl in this movie, she definitely made this movie like very heartwarming, in a sense that there's a lot of heartwarming moments with the little girl and Santa Claus. And I loved that story because it was very moving in quite a few ways, actually. And where the comedy lies with a lot of the I guess the villains in the movie, and also some of the booby traps later in the film that can be very gory, but at the same time funny. But yeah, a lot of the comedy stems from the main villains of the movie, which a lot of the actors in this movie I actually don't know. Mainly David Harbour. The other actors I don't really know, but I liked the little girl. She was great in her role. Definitely the emotional weight of the story, so to speak. And I think another thing that they do with Santa Claus that's interesting is that his backstory is also very fascinating, because it reminded me of my dad a little bit. But it was rather interesting. And I also think that if you're someone that likes watching slasher films, this isn't a slasher film, but there's a lot of creative deaths in this movie. So if you love that kind of thing, great movie for you. A lot of creative kills, a lot of action, and because of that, this movie a lot of it is inspired by Die Hard, which is actually a movie I never saw, but yeah, I could definitely see how, because I know I looked it up. I know Die Hard is also a Christmas action movie, so I could see where the inspiration came from for this movie, and also Home Alone, because there's an entire section or a scene in this movie where villains are getting pounded on by booby traps and stuff, and that's very inspired by Home Alone. So Yeah, it was very entertaining, and also the music. Christmas movies always have all those like all those iconic Christmas songs in them, and you hear those, and it was just very fun, and just overall, I just really liked what they did with Santa Claus in this movie, and also his arc throughout the film was definitely rewarding at the very end. It was very touching, and I liked how he was able to find hope again by the end of it because of the little girl. I thought that was a really good story for what they did. Were able to do with that, and I mean, I don't have too many flaws with this movie. Granted, I guess like the villains, like some of the villain characters, like a lot of the people that were like invading the home, were like not people that you really you don't care for them. That's my main flaw. I guess that is my main flaw with this movie. Just a lot of the characters, even like the some of the people in the family, the little girl's family. Some of those characters were also not very likable, especially the grandma. Uh, but other than that, though, I did really enjoy this movie. Very good, very entertaining, very gory, and if you're into that, definitely for you, as I've said. Overall, pretty good film. Not gonna lie, very very good, entertaining. So if I had to give a grade for this movie, I'd probably give it probably a B plus. Yeah, that's my grade for Violent Night. Very good film. It's not a horror film, really. I mean, it kind of is, but not really. There have been other movies like this in the past that are, in fact, horror films, like Silent Night. That's another one. And I know there's like I'm sure there's quite a few other horror films about killer Santa Claus characters. So this isn't the first, but it's also not really a horror film. It's more of an action comedy and thriller, I guess. Quite a few mixed genres in this one, but it was really good though. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, a lot of the characters were unlikable. That's my main flaw with the movie. But yes, B plus for me. That should do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.